What's up, guys? KyleHuntFitness, and today I am going to talk about knee sleeves. Little cat, get out of here. Now, there's been probably hundreds, if not, well, probably not thousands, but I'm certain hundreds of videos comparing the SBD knee sleeves and the Rayban knee sleeves. Hundreds. So I've never really, although I get questions about knee sleeves a lot, it's a very frequent topic of discussion. I've never really felt inclined to make a video of it just because there's, like I said, hundreds of videos comparing these two. However, over the last couple months, you've probably noticed the Titan Yellow Jackets, especially in the powerlifting community, have gotten a lot of publicity. They've been hot. A lot of people have been talking about these and hyping them up. So, probably about a month and a half ago, I got some of these. And I wanted to give them a fair run. Now, I haven't been using them exclusively, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but I have been using them quite frequently, and about 1 to 2 squat sessions a week, and I squat 3 times a week, so I've been making sure to use these, enough to where I feel comfortable reviewing them and letting you know how I feel. So, instead of just doing these, might as well talk about knee sleeves in general, and at least the ones that I'm familiar with and have used quite a bit. Now, before I get started about the knee sleeves individually, I do want to talk about knee sleeves collectively, and mainly the difference between a knee sleeve and a knee wrap. Now, obviously, we understand that there is a difference just by how you apply them. A knee wrap is you wrap the knee, and a knee sleeve you just slide it on. A couple of different reasons why I've always gravitated towards knee sleeves. One, the organization I compete in, USAPL, doesn't consider knee wraps raw. Now, I don't really want to get into the debate whether knee wraps should be considered raw or not. Whatever you like to do. But just understand that a knee wrap adds considerably more to your squat than a knee sleeve will. And it's really debatable if a knee sleeve even adds any poundage to your squat. In my opinion, I think a knee sleeve is safer. I like that the added warmth, the added compression. And I do feel like I get a little bit onto my squat. Maybe 5, 10, maybe even 15 pounds, which 15 would be on the complete high end. And I think maybe it could even be mental more than anything, just because when you put the knee sleeve on, you feel the compression. It feels better. There's no real benefit outside of that, in my opinion. And that kind of hints on a point why I personally don't like knee wraps, just because there seems to be a lot of variability in, 1, how you wrap it, 2, the length of the wrap, and even the brand of the wrap. So, one person might get, 25 pounds off from it, the next person might get 100 pounds off from their knee wrap. So, I like with the knee sleeves, it's simple. When you buy you buy the Yellow Jacket knee sleeves, it's going to be the same every single time you put it on. There's going to be no variation in the amount of assistance. So I just want to talk about that first. Now let's get into it. Now I'm going to review the Raybans first because these are the ones I bought first, and these are pretty whooped actually. But I've had these since I believe 2000. Maybe early 2014 or late 2013. I can't really remember when I bought them, but 2.5 or 3 years. And I had these. These are the only pair I had right up until 2015. So I had these, exclusively for a while. I competed with these in my first 2 powerlifting meets. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is I've used these a lot. Now, let's talk about the price, because that's one of the differences between these three. Now, the Raybans, I think I bought them from Rogue, but you can buy them at, I'm pretty sure, multiple websites. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know you can buy them at Rogue Fitness. And the weird thing about these is they're sold separately. So I think they're like $38 to $40 a piece. So you're looking at around $80 for these knee sleeves. And one thing about the pricing is these are about $80. The Yellow Jackets are about $75. And the SBDs are about $90. Now I'll talk about the pricing, when I get to the ones. But so these are kind of like the middle of the road pricing. However, as far as from a powerlifting perspective, I would say these are third on the list. So out of these three, I would say these are third place. Now, that's not to say these aren't a good knee sleeve, because I'm talking from a powerlifting standpoint, these are third place. But from an all-around general fitness goer standpoint, I'd probably say they're first place, because one, they're easier to slide on. They're shorter than the SBD or the Yellow Jacket, which makes them easier to slide on. But that also, there's less surface area there, so you don't quite feel the same amount of, I guess, not necessarily compression. Well, you do feel less compression because they're thinner as well. But I guess as far as like you're squatting, you're not going to feel as much security and comfort as in maybe adding a couple pounds to your squat. You're going to get the least out of these, in my opinion. However, I do know people who, just for whatever reason, due to the length or the thickness, actually prefer these. Just, for whatever reason, they actually like the feel of a Rayban over an SBD. So it's something that you're going to probably have to play with and try out for yourself. However, if you're purely interested in powerlifting, I would say these are third on the list. Now I'm going to talk about the SBDs and the Yellow Jackets at the same time, because I think that's what everybody really is curious about. And I first want to talk about their similarities. One, length. They're practically the same length. Now, sizing, I got the smalls in the Yellow Jackets, and I believe medium in SBDs, which I think are about the same size. They feel about the same compression. The stitching is different. The Yellow Jackets have the front stitch that's like an X, and then a back stitch that's just straight down. Whereas the SBDs, it's just one stitch that kind of goes diagonal. This is the right one. The SBDs are right, left. The Yellow Jackets are not. They're the exact same, both of them. Now, the Yellow Jackets were getting a lot of hype, and I bought the SBDs in 2015, so last year. And I know a lot of people are talking that the SBD actually changed their, I don't know, whether material or their design or something. A lot of people have been saying that they changed. Now, personally, if these are the new ones, then I don't know what the old ones were. But regardless, I absolutely love the SBDs. And I hate to say it, but I don't feel like the Yellow Jackets are deserving of this hype. Now let me be clear. The difference between these is small. There's not a huge difference between them. And I know some people have talked about the price. It's a $15 price difference. And I guess if saving $15 is, detrimental, very important to you, then, these might be the good option. But in my opinion, these are worth $15 more. The design is, I just think it's better. I feel better with the SBDs. The Yellow Jackets, everything about them is great, and I would recommend them. I mean, if someone was asking me about them, and if I thought they were nice or good, I would say yeah. But compared to the SBDs, I just don't feel they're better than the SBDs, and that's why at Nationals I'll be wearing the SBDs. I won't be wearing the Yellow Jackets. I still wear the Yellow Jackets. I'll probably still continue wearing them maybe once a week. Just to change things up and to kind of save my SBDs. As far as wear and tear goes, like these SBDs, if I ran them through the wash right now, they would look brand new. And I've had them for a year and put them through a lot of use. Now these Yellow Jackets are made pretty well. There's some stitching kind of already going on them a little bit. But by and large, they still look pretty much brand new. But obviously they are brand new, so they're really new. But yeah, just wanted to give you a quick review. Just really, the only thing I'm reviewing is my opinion of them, and I just feel SBDs are better. These are, just as far as the material goes, 95% neoprene and 5% nylon. Whereas the Yellow Jackets, I believe, are different. Let me see if it says, yeah, these are 70% neoprene and 30% nylon. Now, what difference that makes, I don't really know. All I do know is that it is a little bit different. As far as how stretchy they are, they're both you know, about the same. Whereas, actually, you know what? By like a hair, I feel like the SBDs are a little tighter as far as to try to pull it apart, slightly. But I mean, there's a big difference between the Raybans and either one of these. So that's pretty much all I have for you. I highly recommend the SBDs. If I was rating them on a 10-point scale, I'd say these were probably like a 9.5. These are probably like an 8.5, and these are probably, you know, a 7 out of 10. It's from like a powerlifting standpoint, but from, like I said, from like a general fitness, just going to get some squats in, going to get some whatever you're gonna do with knee sleeves, I would probably recommend these to most people just because they're more convenient, easier to put on, and whatnot. All right, hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, peace.